Yo, what's poppin', MVP gang? It's your boy, PraviMVP, back with another certified banger. And today, we're talking about one of the most misunderstood parts of defense in NBA 2K26. That on-ball sweet spot. How to defend the ball efficiently with the correct badge setup, the sweet spots for attributes. I had a Discord member hit me up like, yo, Pravi, I know you said brick wall helps on-ball defense because it drains energy, but what's the real sweet spot for on-ball defense this year? So, let's break this down, how to lock up without over whooping on the defensive attributes, and how to recover when you get cooked, and how to actually take your man out the game in this new cook or be cooked meta, because your boy's a knockout artist, including fresh gameplay on my undisputed LeBron build, where I implemented what I'm about to go over, securing another knockout in the first quarter. My matchup quit at the end of the first quarter after going 0 for 2 with a turnover. Most users in Random Rec, when they see they don't have an easy matchup, they quit. You can enjoy the fresh, unstepped on, pure gameplay so you can see the truth. But let's get into it. 2K25 versus 2K26, a different defensive world. First off, let's keep it real. 2K25 played defense for you. Ghost contests were crazy. RNG shooting was wild, and the offensive movement was dead outside of like the PGs. Like if you wasn't a PG, pretty much no other build on the court could really create like that. Now in 2K26, that is not like that. Like in 2K25, you could sit zone all game, spam lanes, blitz the ball, and still look like Tony Allen in his prime, all because the zone covered all your mistakes. But 2K26 flipped that. Now it's cook or be cooked. You can't hide behind zone. You can't just rely on ghost contest. If your timing is off, if your anticipation is weak, or if your left stick discipline is trash, you will get blown by. And that's how it should be. Attributes shouldn't matter as much as stick skills. Stick skills should overweigh everything followed by attributes. Because in the real NBA, zone defense is only used around 2 to 4% of the time total. Ain't no team in NBA history that ever won a championship running zone as their main defense. So, if you're camping in zone all game in 2K26, you're not hooping, you're hiding. That's not defense at all. Running zone is surrendering in the NBA, admitting you can't defend the other team, as the best defensive teams are always man-based in the NBA, with helping and switching principles that are mandatory. They choose who they are going to give wide open shots in the game plan. So why do people expect zone to be an effective strategy in 2K? It's because they don't watch or play real basketball. That's really why most users are crying about defense. Zones against set teams have zero chances of working unless they have big players at every position, because mismatches get punished bad this year, especially in shooting, like in shooting contests, as it should be, which that is one element alone that killed zone this year. You put a 7-4 on your team running a 5-out, they can never run a zone. Then pair that 7-4 with a weight drain 7-4 at power forward. So you have a weight drain 7-4 at power forward, and then have a 91 strength 7-4 at center. And I promise you, the other team won't be able to run zone, which that is what a lot of dudes relied on all last year. So the fact that 7-4 was so game breaking, they even had to put a patch in before the patch that's coming, season 2, just to turn up shot contest some, because people really could not, as they should not be able to contest 7-4s. Now, let's talk brick wall in Energy Jane. Now, my boy asked about brick wall, and yeah, that badge does help in on-ball situations because it forces collision animations and drain stamina. But here's the thing, it's a defensive badge that you're not able to spam every possession, but it does wear down. It has a wear down effect and gives you a bigger bump animations that result in adrenaline bar loss. Shows up most when you're trying to bump a rim runner offline or drain a dribbler who's spamming combos. You have to make that combo. Just know it's a trade-off. You will burn energy too if that person has brick wall at a higher level. So the key, use brick wall as a pressure badge, not your identity. I'll recommend silver if you can get it there as a perimeter defender, bronze at minimum. You need to have you need to at least have the badge. As a perimeter defender, as a big, you need a gold because it helps you stop you from giving up position in the paint. It's a difference of having a sweep paint versus one that forces users to think when entering, which causes your opponent, anytime you really causing your opponent to think, you generate turnovers. It's just that simple. Some dudes do not perform well once you start making them think. All right, and brick wall help you basically just hold your ground wherever you are at. The real sweet spot. These are the attributes that matter. Now, let's get into what y'all came for, the sweet spot for the on-ball defense in 2K26. Here's what I suggest running. The attribute target and the reason, lateral quickness. You want this 80 to 90. You're the first line of this is the first line of defense. It controls how fast you can mirror an opponent. 80, I say, is the minimum to be a good defender, as it unlocks the Kawhi motion style, which in the video that you seeing from my undisputed LeBron, he has an 81, which that is why I cap broke it from 77 base to an 81, because Kawhi motion style is worth it. Like, it's really that good. As far as that's the minimum. Like, there's other motion styles that can give you different boosts in different categories, but I like Kawhi for the side to side lateral movement and how fast you get back. That's all I needed, and it allowed me to get it at 80 without having to overinvest into the lateral quickness. Now, perimeter defense. This is the on-ball defense. This is the ability to boost containment and contest effectiveness. I recommend this to be 87 to 95. Why? Because this is your ability to actually like harass. Like, this is your ability to how effective your contest will be, how easy it is to contain a person with the type of animations you can get. And then defensive consistency. At minimum, you need an 85 to 93. This helps the game engine respond quicker to direction changes. Speed. You need an 85 to 92. This keeps you alive after slight mistakes. So the higher your speed, the more mistakes you can make. The lower your speed, the more discipline as a defender you have to be. Now, the taller you are with speed, that matters. As you see in the video, I'm going to be 6'8". So having 85 speed at 6'8 is good. And here's a bonus tip, is to buy all the Gatorades while having the extra bar from your workouts, because the energy being maxed, because that eats up defense eats up energy every possession. The more energy you have, the better animations you can trigger on defense. Still, I say put that on a 75 to 85. It's still viable, but not spammable anymore, which I feel like that's exactly how they should leave steel how it is. Silver gets the job done, as it's been an emphasis placed on positional defense more. Guessing where your man is going correctly or performing a well-timed hedge gives you bump steals. People begging for more steals. I'm like, all you really got to do is play defense correctly or do a well-timed hedge and you will get a steal. Or as they throw the ball to somebody and you run in and you step in front of them, you get a steal that way too. People can throw you into bad turnovers. They basically throw you into a forced fumble, like throwing you into Ray Lewis across the middle. That is what happens. Like, positioning defense is like, if I know it's not easy, but if it's done right this year, you get a reward. Strength. This is like you want to have that like mid tier, so you can body up without just sliding. The minimum I'll go here is 73. That is what my build has in the video, and that right there is the balance. High enough to recover, fast enough to contest, but not wasting points chasing the 99 attribute. As This is a cook or be cooked. You must have offensive firepower to consistently win in this game unless you are with a set squad and they have a certain way they need you to be. Now, I wouldn't go go out of the builder with a 99, but you could go with a 94 and cap break it to a 99. That makes sense. But you want to because you got to have some offensive firepower. And I will keep saying this: NBA 2K26 is a better reflection of the current NBA than the last 3 2Ks because it's a make or miss league. Scoring is king. Because in this year's game, defense is player driven, not badge driven or attribute driven. You can't just hide behind a build and its attributes. If your reads are off, good defense beats good offense, which is why offensive players are the highest paid players in the league, and it's not close either. These are the best badges for recovery and locking your player up and knocking him out the matchup. Let's talk about the badges that matter the most for locking up your matchup. Badge. We're going to talk about the badge and what it does and the priority. First badge. Everybody should be aware of this. On-ball menace. The core containment badge. It reduces blow-bys. Must have silver at minimum to be respected. Gold or higher to be a real defender. Hall of Fame at minimum if you want to be a main lock. You're going to want to have that on red, though. But it's Hall of Fame at minimum if you like the main. I'm going to guard ball. I'm on ball lock. But if you really got good stick skill, gold is really... I bumped it. Sometimes I done tested it with this build, bumping it from silver to gold, and I felt like a real lockdown. But it's my anticipation as well, and it all depends about who you going against. Because if you're going against an elite dude, it don't matter about your stick skill. If he got certain badges against your badges and y'all both elite in skill, then you got to have a certain build to go against that. Pick dodgers. Fights through screens cleanly. This is a must-have. Must-have. Silver at minimum to be respected. Like, just as a defender on the court, silver at minimum to be respected. Gold or higher to be a real deal defender. Hall of Fame if you want to be the main lock. Screens are so overpowered, but not every matchup is using them. Or I'd say go legend. That's how effective screens are paired with a fading guard. Like, you would need that on legend, real talk. But because every team is not using it, you may not want to over-invest because some teams are 5 out. So if you got it on Hall of Fame or gold and you just sitting in a corner or sitting on a man and they barely using any screens, you wasting an investment in badge points as far as what you could +1. So gold will be a good spot to where you're good on them screens, especially if you know what you're doing. But Hall of Fame, you will be definitely safe. Legend, that's just too risky because you don't even know if they're going to run screens that much. Interceptor stops lazy passes. It's good for rotations. Silver is the sweet spot. We all know that. It's just because you can go higher and get better steals, but silver is going to be the sweet spot just for saving on the attributes. Glove time it's time steals only really this year. No spam. Blitzes aren't that effective. So silver, because it's not that as relevant in the game. Like, it's more focused on positioning, lanes, and traps for turnovers over just spamming, like reaching. Like, reaching isn't recommended as it isn't in real life, because if you reach, you get a person gonna teach, nigga. That's always been the rule. So I'm like, the fact people want steals to go up when we've been taught, like, if you play ball, don't reach. You know what I'm saying? Play good positional defense. You was always, and that's what the game is doing. I'm like, only certain defenders who the coach trusted and knew was like that was allowed to gamble and reach and make plays on defense. And anybody that played organized sports knows that. Like, it ain't everybody just ain't out there reaching and blitzing at the ball whenever they feel like it. You'll be on the bench as quick as possible. You'll be pulled right out the game. Challenger. Boost closeout speed and contest range. Must have. Silver is the minimum for good defense. Gold puts you on a level where you start to see a bigger contest radius and the ability to contest taller builds. So if you plan on being switchable, gold is the sweet spot. As a real lock, Hall of Fame or legend, this badge 100% is one of the best defensive badges in the game, especially the way shooting is. This is what gives you the ability to contest above your height. So Challenger, and for me playing with it, like, I boosted it from silver to gold on this build. bruh, your radius is way more forgetful. So when you chasing like fades and all of that, you got a bigger radius to get a contest. So Challenger is 100% one of the most important badges on defense this year. But I gotta put it like slightly behind on ball minutes, because without on ball minutes you can't even stay with your man. Like you can't stay connected. Like so they go hand in hand. Like because if your challenger ain't at least silver, you can't really get no contest either. Bronze ain't gonna get it done, and if you ain't got challenger at all, you cooked. Like brick wall. It's an energy drainer. Use it situationally. It's a medium need badge. Having this at least silver, and if you can, it will boost your ability to play like through contact, in contact. Also going with the next badge I'm gonna go over, which is, I'm telling you, it's a slept on badge. Off ball pest. This is one of the best defensive badges in the game. Even when you put it on, I want y'all to pay attention how it affects your build's DNA when you put it on. It's gonna take up your interior and your perimeter defense, because that's what it really do. The defensive badge that it counters cuts, dexing, and the ability to fight contact. You will see your dude shoulder checking people, pushing people, grabbing the matchup a lot, as a lot of people are beat on defense on this game before the catch. This ensures your positioning improves your defense, and I'm telling you, your defense in PNR situations, because of that ability to fight through traffic. Makes you defend raps better, because your movement will feel more fluid, staying with your matchup or switching. Because that's like when people bumping into each other and people getting crowded, and that's how you get bumped off your matchup without somebody even setting the screen. Off ball pest is where you don't really get beat off all that contact and traffic and crowding up. Like, and you actually be locking your man up if he one of them Dexon type of guards who trying to run around. If a dude got Hall of Fame slippery off ball, and you don't even got off ball pest on goal, you're fried. Do you understand me? Especially if he's playing in a spacing offense, you're fried. If he has it on legend, you're done. You're cooked. You cannot keep up with him. You're gonna need help. You're gonna need two people to be on him, and the people be doing that against me. They be using a lot of help defense to guard me, even when I'm on my 7-4. Like, you're not really, I feel like a person can't really be an undisputed build if you're not guarding your man really individually and you're using a bunch of help defense. You can't even go for undisputed. You can't even say that you're good at defense if you gotta start off guarding somebody else until you build up your takeover and then switch on your man. If you can't guard your man from start to finish, you can't be an undisputed build or an undisputed defender or anything like that. You gotta, from start to finish, guard your matchup to be any kind of, in my eyes, an elite defender. Now, if you can switch and be moving up weight classes, that's what make you undisputed. But I'm trying to give y'all the recipe to that, being able to move around. Off-ball pest is very key to that, because it make your switches clean. Anchor. It boosts team defense and interior contests. This is nice to have if you plan to be a real deal lock. You should have this at least on bronze. That way you can get a stop on all positions, especially if you +1 it to silver. Also, when you try to block to contest shots, you will see a boost in how he goes about it. Rim protector is very important. It helps you a lot when guarding a rim running ISO guard, which is definitely one of the metas this year, as it is every year. So, do a lot of dudes be good at perimeter defense, but have no interior defense, no blocking, and call themselves a lock. You're not a lock. You only a lock to a certain spot. Because once a dude gets you close to the rim, just don't be the lock with no interior defense, because I'm telling you, it would allow you to get blown by the closer the matchup gets to the rim, because no interior defense takes over. Like, your interior defense takes over. It's no longer based on your perimeter. So 60 interior and 74 block is a sweet spot without overspending, especially when paired with 73 strength or better with a tall build. That's like, as you see in this video, he has 60 interior and a 74 block, and I +1 my rim protector to silver. So chase down artists. You want this badge silver, but you will see the best once it's gold or better, which this build has it on gold, because it will help you recover once you beat, and it'll also improve your get back speed on defense. So a real lockdown, this is period a must-have badge. Key to guarding rim running base guards is these two last badges. Without them, a rim runner will cook you without help. Like, you're just fried. If you don't have anchor or rim protector and chase down artists, like, you need anchor at least bronze, and you need chase. I got it on silver, but you need chase down artist at least silver. But I got it on gold. Like so silver gold if you want to see some real good results as a guard type defender, and bronze silver if you want to just be serviceable. You want to be able to defend and get stops at the paint. The focus is on contain, recover, switchable. That is the defensive trinity in my eyes. It's skills over stats. Why stick skill wins? Let's be real. No badge, no rating, no boost replaces stick skill in anticipation. If your opponent drives left and you sliding right, that's not attributes, that's you. If you gamble for steals on every possession, that's not IQ, that's an addiction. This year, defense rewards discipline. You gotta read what he's doing. You gotta move with intent, not panic. The real locks know how to control space, shade angles, and predict movement, not just react to it. And when you do that, that's when your build feels elite, not because of 99 stats, because you're reading the game before it happens, being proactive versus reactive. I have gameplay versus 99 perimeter locks, and I'm gonna bring them to y'all just to show y'all 99 don't mean nothing. They still had no defense, none. So traps, blitzes, and real basketball IQ. One of the last gym before we wraps up. Steals and blitzes were nerfed, and rightfully so, because in real basketball, you don't see guards full sprinting at the ball handler in the NBA trying to rip them unless it's not much time left or it's opportunity. But 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a foul in the NBA because it's not going to be no kind of animation that prevents him from reacting. These are NBA guards. You're not going to just run up down the court and blitz to him and steal the ball. A dude already got to be engaging him, and you got to hit him where he can't see you coming and blitz him for the steal. But this is a game, so we see you coming, and what the hell? Like you shouldn't be just getting steals off blitzing the ball. Only if it's time. Like if it's correct though, it should be a steal. Like if a person going right and trying to force it right and you run to the right and push, you should get the steal. But just, I don't want the game to resemble 2K25 at all. Like defensively at all. Like I want defense in the game, but I want it really to be skill based. Like not just a person can abuse certain things and just do it over and over again. But I feel like blitzes don't really work unless they have zone behind them. So for me, a blitz, they do need to be turned up, but not overpowered like how they was in 2K25. I feel like if a dude do guess you going right and you keep going right and he run to that spot and press A, he should take it right from you. But what I do see in the NBA is trapping. And in 2K26, traps are tough right now. You can instantly trigger a double team and force bad passes or bait no pass accuracy builds into turnovers. Dudes just need to put 85 on their perimeter and you will be able to trap. Bro, traps are crazy this year. This is where IQ separates the good from the great. If you can't anticipate a trap, rotate back and capitalize, you're just not locking up. I'm talking about when you can do all that, like trap, rotate back, capitalize, you're not just locking up, you are breaking an offense. And that's really how you break offenses this year is by trapping and force the weakest dude on the team to beat you. The final blueprint, the 2K26 lock archetype. You want to have an 80 plus agility, 87 plus perimeter defense, balance steal around 80, and stack your badges around on-ball menace, pick dodger, challenger, rim protector, and chase down artists. Sprinkle in brick wall if you want to fatigue scores and cause more missed shots. Above all, anticipation is over attributes. If you can't read the game, no badges will save you. So, next time somebody say defense is broken, remind them it's not broken. It's just balance. Like right now, and I understand that certain things need to be fixed, and I'm about to go over that right now. But certain things about how defense is this year is balanced. 2K25 played defense for you. 2K26, it makes you prove if you really got it like that, or was you 25 made? The answer is 85% of the users using locks last year was 25 made. They getting exposed this year. Now, let me touch on this. Red shot contests need to be fixed. They should never go in, especially in the paint. 40% contested shots or better, need they make percentage cut in half. Dudes should be getting blocked more in the paint as well. Too many guards are getting away with going up, dunking on centers in good position. That's jumping, and they not even in takeover. So if a dude in takeover, yeah, he should still be dunking on you. He hot. You shouldn't have let him get hot. And nerf three-point fades completely as it is not a real basketball play in real life. Outside of a game-winning shot attempt or shot clock expiring attempt, no one can show me footage of a game where a player made 3 shots where he ran full speed in the first quarter with the ball in his hands, fading deep from 3 or from the corners. As I stated, it is not a basketball play. A full speed fading 3-point shot in the first quarter will get you benched in real life. Now, like if you ain't Curry, like let's just talk about on our level. You playing high school ball or college ball, you did some of that, you played ball on that level, you know damn well if you took the ball and ran as fast as you could and just faded it, you was going straight to the bench. So why we acting like that's a basketball play? Like from 3? And yo, coach, man, no, you getting benched. You not Curry. In real life, that's not the effectiveness in the mid-range. Yup, it should stay that way because it's a video game mid-range. If you let them get to the mid-range spot, they open, that should be green D. But fading 3s, with shooting being as easy as it is, like as far as when you create a good look, it's unnecessary in 2K25. 2K25 needed that. But in 2K26, nah. It's enough offense in the game that removing fading 3s won't do anything to the offense but make it more balanced as far as versus the defense. Like, to me, even as a good defender, when you go against a fading guard, because it's not about you defending him, he uses screens. It's the screens hitting you and then he running and taking off that makes it where he has no, it's not him cooking you up and fading without a screen. It's when they're using those screens, regardless of your defensive stats, because screens are so effective, it's unguardable. With a user that know what he's doing, especially if he plugged. Like he got it plugged in, nothing you can do. So just doing that will make the game more realistic. And I won't have to load into games as other users do and watch 2 guards ignore their whole team and just have a fade off all game. It's ruining the versatility in the game as everyone is unable to be able to show what they build can do when the guards are having a fade off. This is the era of skill-based defense, not bailout defense. So get in the lab and master your movement and stick work and stay consistent. All right, MVP gang. That wraps up this breakdown. If you rocking with the content, make sure you drop a like, comment below, and share this video with your squad. I'm dropping even more exclusive builds, gameplay, and breakdowns all cycle long. So become a member of the channel and help the grind. And so, stay tapped in, stay consistent, stay focused, and as always, it's your boy, PraviMVP, signing out. Blessings to the Most High. Peace.